Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears. The excitement level around here at a fever pitch as we're underway in the 2020 NFC Championship game. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready, 95-56, 95-56. 59. Let's go, let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Hatch it. Hey, break it down, fellas, break it down. Check 24.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Yellow lady, yellow lady. Check, you know. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Breeze now to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll bring out 4 receivers, 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Now Breeze. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bears take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, switch gears.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the 41-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Tighten up. Check.
They run the jet sweep with Patterson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Ran. Hey, 18. Still playing suck. Y'all playing the wrong football. Alert.
First down and run with Cohen. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On second down, it's Cohen, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Go.
56. Check 56. Hey, tight. Mike's 56.
On third down, Trubisky. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Well, it was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
21.
Hey, 58 is the mic. 58 is the mic.
Hey, Delta.
58 is the mic. 58 is the mic. Been a long day for you.
Sammy.
58 is the mic.
Switch.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down, Saints.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Hey, kill.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Jim.
We're good. High forward, ready. Easy, opposite.
59. Watch the curl.
From the 41, Breeze. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go!
They come out here in the eye. Now on first and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Melvin Gordon taking it in as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. What's good on the extra point? And it's now a 7-0 game.
Saints 7, Bears nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
56 is the mic. 56 is the mic. Pick it up, pick it up.
Here's Trubisky to throw. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the boot. Pick the edge, pick the edge. Go. Check 99, check 99.
Trubisky gives to Cohen, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
All day, just like that, just like that.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Check 546.
On 2nd down now. It's Cohen, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
180. Right there, 56. 56, the mic, boys, 56. Check, 56. Screen, watch the screen.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. And this is good for a first down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. On first down, Cohen. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Cameron Jordan, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Trubisky will throw. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now it's Trubisky. And And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. After the field goal, here's Tavecchio to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
We got to step it up.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards, the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a play fake here on first down. Thomas has got it, complete. That one nearly. Only 30 yards, 29 officially.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, Saints.
Ready. 5-9.
Got one. I got one.
Throwing now is Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Kill.
Under 10.
80 weapons. Under.
Showing up.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ready. Yellow lady. 0-2.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53.
We won. Come to my world. Now
94 is the mark. I'm here all day. 94 is the mark.
Now Breeze on third down. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Lutz puts this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the out. Watch the out. Mark 59.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
Slam. Check 15.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Ready. Yellow lady.
Check 59.
Sammy. 13.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Ready.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
And the Saints, 1st down.
You're good. That's 4. Ready.
Check 59.
On 1st down, Breeze. Forced out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
11.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Breeze now. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's third down. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive in the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They try again with Cohen. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 26. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Trubisky to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And this is good for a first down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Red, 50 seconds to Mike. Hey, alert.
On 1st down, it's Cohen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Davis, and he'll get this down only to the 18. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Trubisky. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Marcus Davenport in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He connected on his first, this from 41. Tavecchio puts this one through. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. On play action, it's Breeze. Again has it complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss.
Hey, kill. Here we go. You're good. Line 4, ready. Kill. Hey, kill.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he stopped immediately there. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Ready. 95-56. 5-9. Here we go. 59. Mike, 59. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Check 56. Hey, pick your game up.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. Again, it's Cohen. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The kick by Tavecchio is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
Ready. Let's set a time.
Brees going to try and throw on third down. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Michael Thomas. Incomplete. It's now fourth down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready. 5-9.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. I'm coming for you. You mine.
Hey, easy.
59 Mike. 59 Mike. Check, check. 59.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brees. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Ramik Wilson came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Third and long now after the sack of Brees, and the Saints up against it here.
Mike 5-9. Mike 5-9.
Brees going to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Watch out. Watch out.
Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth quarter lead.
4 brings up 3rd and 4.
The Bears on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Cohen. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage is coming through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
Now Trubisky to Cohen out of the backfield. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. Now it's Trubisky. They'll set up the screen with Davis. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Trubisky. He's got Burton here. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. On 2nd down, Davis. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Lock in, lock in. Don't get nervous. Mike 56, Mike 56.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller there to make the grab. And the Bears have taken the lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Breeze. It's caught by Sanders. And this is good for a first down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Breeze. Well, this is caught by Ginn. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
Breeze able to find the veteran Ginn, and he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Murray. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Ready.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check 15.
Now this time Breeze will throw. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. From the gun, it's Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And all the way down. Inside the 5 to the 4.
Complete to Michael Thomas. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. Now they'll run. Murray. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And it all rides on this one play, a trip to the Super Bowl in the balance here on 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Lutz is good. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Let him know.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cohen, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, that sets up a big 3rd down. Now the decision has to be, do you run it here and play for OT, or do you go ahead and press it downfield?
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to him.
And now this first drive in OT continues. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. You know, Charles, just thinking about it, plenty of recent conference championship games have needed OT to decide who goes to the Super Bowl.
And we can go back a little ways, can't we? Go back 2012. Giants in San Francisco. That was an overtime game. The Giants ended up going on to the Super Bowl. How about the one where the Giants went to Green Bay, Lambeau, and beat the magic of that stadium in that freezing, bitterly cold game and got it done there?
Yeah, it was 2008. It was absolutely freezing, and they went on to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl that year. On third down, Cohen. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a fourth down now. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. So a big one coming now for Giorgio Tavecchio. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. Tavecchio puts this one through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown.
They're going to win it.
And let the celebration begin. In an overtime thriller, they're off to the Super Bowl. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.